Greetings and welcome, ladies and gents, back to ARK and to a bit of a catch-up video for Steel Joe and I, or rather Steel Joe, because he hasn't really been stealing yet, bless him.
Oh, as far
We
as you
did,
know.
well, yeah, as far as I know. We did a bit of grinding off-screen. I've also streamed for a couple of hours on the weekend, so some of you may have already seen what I'm about to catch everyone up on, but for those who haven't, yeah, we'll start here. Up the hill for the Dapper Shack. Now, you might be looking around, oh, well, what will the Dapper Shack look like? Is it very much like a shack? Well, I can kind of give you a glimpse of the fact there are buildings peering over the cliff over there. Yes. Let's go for a wander, Stejo.
Yeah.
Now,
Shall we?
there has been quite a lot of things going on in our absence. There have been raids. There have even been some shenanigans from people who were invited into the group and clashed with the locals in a rather dapper fashion. Honestly, I feel that they have brought great shame to the name of Dapperlings, and they were rightly kicked from the group by one of the admins. But look at this: little shacks, little trikes, and a big bloody fence. A little tower.
I don't think that they've done anything wrong.
Steve feels it's completely fair to just go and just use the tribes dinosaurs to wreak havoc upon newbies. But the thing is the other people on the server took great exception to this and launched a crusade against undapperness. I can't even blame them. But welcome to Dapperton Park. Steve, if you would do the honors.
You need to do the tune, though.
All right, then. Oh, that's all you're getting. No more. But here we are, Dapperton Park. Not quite as impressive as Jurassic Park, I must be honest. But look at all the structures. Look how much has changed. This is the once Dapper Shack, now a town hall. It's actually a town. If you dick around with others' dinos, you will be hunted too. Seriously, that got all our dinos killed. Death is too merciful. Wow. I think Wilson said that. Wilson is very, very incensed, and perhaps rightly so. Someone took our beloved pets out, used them to commit murder and other less dapper things. I mean, what could be less dapper than murder? Well, probably most of the things Steve does on a very regular basis, but they did them all. And so some very high-level people thought that, well, we don't like bullies, and came along and slew a bunch of people. And there was a couple of other raids as well. And on occasion, I actually had to log on and teach people how to defend the camp by turning all of our army of dinosaurs onto aggressive and then slay everyone. But yeah, if you leave trash in random chest, I will hunt you down. I believe that was written by Leon. But we have a bunch of people around. The tribe has grown enormously. You look at all of our things. We've got a smithy, a forge, or a finding forge rather, loads of storage chests and large cupboards and glorious things. Steve's little farm, I don't think it's ever been used.
No. Well, you can't, like, if I set the camera like this, it looks like nothing has changed. But yeah, like this, you can tell
That's actually a good point, yes.
Initial shack that we had, because like we placed these, we placed the cooking pot here, and the campfire was placed because I was complaining there was no light. Yeah, this shack is kinda actually I think it's the same size as
No,
it's not. It's not. Yeah, it's slightly bigger.
Also, we've got a proper roof. Everything was made into wood. I have some sad news about Morrigan. She died. But she died heroically, not as some sort of retribution attack by high-level players with T-Rexes and the likes. She died trying to defend me. It's just it happened while I was off camera and I was just grinding. She decided that a Stegosaurus was far too dangerous to be allowed to live. Chased it out into deep water and drowned, keeping it there so that it would drown and thus not be able to harm me. Morrigan is a hero, damn it.
That was not heroic at all.
It was absolutely heroic. Shut your mouth.
Morrigan ducked out, swum out too far, and drowned for it.
Well, she did manage to keep the stag out there until it drowned as well. But yeah, and about 2 hours later, a patch was released that would have stopped her from doing that. I was like, oh, why do you do this game? The game has been getting patches like 2 times a day on some days, at least once a day. Dev's Dapper Dino Shop soon open. Oh, Dev, what a Dapper Dino Shop you've got. This is glorious. But yes, so we've got quite a large camp here. But that is going to necessitate some changes because you may have already noticed that even on my computer, this is getting a little bit laggy in here. There's a lot going on. Mostly the dinos and the millions of people just sleeping on the floor. We also have some really actually quite nicely done houses, like this one specifically. Winston's Workshop, now with 100% more gold. More golden. Oh, that golden blade must be living in here as well.
Ah.
Is that 2 doors? Oh, no, that's a window. Ah, how quaint. Little fire pit. It's lovely. Absolutely lovely. 2 beds. Ah, glorious. You can go up the ladders, press E. You climb up, and you press E to open the hatch, and up you go. Look at this. Beautiful. You sleeping out of the window. Really, Arthur? Look, let's come this way. You go to sleep there. No, just stop. There. I don't know what I've just done to Arthur. I think I've broken Arthur. But yes, Arthur, don't sleep near the windows. It's dangerous, man. But as you can see, the Dapperlings have been incredibly busy. But that does mean that some things have been skipped over as a result. You won't have seen much of the work done in here. Ladders glitchy as they are on most games. Let me down, ladder.
Oh,
Let me free.
There's a slight bit of desync when you're around the what is it? What have they called it? Dapperton Park.
Dapperton Park, yes.
Yeah, there's a slight bit of server desync around it, but there's just so much going on in such a small location.
Yeah. But as a result, Stejo and I have had a bit of a chat, and I've suggested that we kind of go our own way, not too far away from Dapperton Park, but just do our own thing. I'm certainly going to be building my own house and training my own dinos, and generally speaking, not using the resources from the Dapperton Park itself in order to do that. Oh, thank goodness, teacher, you just closed the gates. That's gotten people killed as well. People just keep leaving the gates open. But generally speaking, the progress that you're going to be seeing in the Let's Play is going to be stuff that I've done myself, and you're going to be able to watch me. The only thing that you won't see, generally speaking, is grinding. As I've said, I'm going to be cutting that out here and there where possible to just improve the viewing experience. As a result, you will notice that I'm level 19 at the moment. We're only 1 level away from 20, and half of the way to that as it is. But I've gotten a couple of engrams, sorry. Oh, see, now I'm doing it, Stejo. Damn it.
Engerbergens.
Stejo was trying to make me say engram wrong. He's such a nasty pasty. But we've got a couple of things.
You nasty pasty.
Indeed. I've got some wooden walls, wooden doors, that sort of stuff. Just things to help me build my house. But we're going to be doing most of that sort of thing on camera. Golden Blade and Cyril are chatting. Do you need Ingram to help with walls?
Ingram. Hey.
I know. That's rather wrong.
Oh, Aavak.
You do a slash to talk to tribe.
Defecating while talking to someone, probably not the most dapper thing.
I blame my shark at waking up to be dead, honestly. Stejo, why?
That's what I say to that.
Right, I'm going to go out through this door. But it's a bit glitchy, this one, so you have to go out on your belly.
What?
True. Try and get out normally. See? That's right. Wiggle like a worm. Now, the other reason why I'm going to be relocating my personal villa away from the park a little bit is, and it's nothing to do with the fact that some of the Dapperlings are making enemies. I stand with them, and when they're right anyway. When they're wrong, I kick them out of the tribe and apologize to the poor newbies that are set upon by our dinosaurs, led astray by one undapper bad apple. But this place has been beset like locusts. The Dapperlings are like a plague. I never thought I'd say that, but they've just stripped nature away from this land. They don't understand how to conserve.
So there used to be a lovely forest with a nice little clearing with our shack.
That was done more or less in one day to build a fence. The problem was that they literally just harvested the closest tree each time. So they gradually, surely but steadily, drove the trees away from the camp to the point that there is no forest here. And that's true also in large part for the animals. So yeah, that's caused a little bit of an issue certainly in hunting. There's a trike spawned there. Some animals do spawn, and the trees are slowly growing back now that I've explained that the trees, they don't have server resets like they did in Reign of Kings. Trees grow. They grow normally. So they'll grow from the tree line and slowly spread out. Occasionally you'll get saplings just popping up randomly in areas, but that's very uncommon. So as the tree line has been pushed so far back, it's going to take a long time for the tree line to recover. And so, yeah, resources, they're on the ground at the moment.
Quite literally.
Indeed. Where are you right now, Stejo?
I am up where we were talking about building a building, but someone pipped us to the post.
Yes, Golden Blade managed to set up his building over there a little bit sooner than I had imagined. I was going to be building my Dapper Villa overlooking Dapperton Park, but Golden Wolf decided to build a love shack up there, and Golden Blade, sorry. And I was like, oh, okay then, fair enough.
It's a bit too close for my own preferences. I'll probably be going into this island a fair bit and building amongst the trees and...
Yeah, that was before I logged on and seen that they'd actually clear cut all the way up here. Because when I was first talking to Steve about that, there were actually trees up here. There still are. There's not many anymore.
There was actually a lot of trees. That entire tree line was up to this cliff.
Yeah, and I thought it would be quite nice to have just a little village looking out over the cliff into everything else. But alas, many things have changed.
Hello, Dodo.
Now, let's have a look at this. Golden Outpost was destroyed. We'll be building on this land later. Oh, Golden Outposts. The Golden Outpost was destroyed. Why did that happen? So why did someone destroy his outpost? That's just mean.
So yeah, I've heard that it is possible to domesticate a dodo. So I've got grand plans for having a domesticated dodo farm, and basically
it makes a lot of sense actually.
Yeah,
having anything that can make eggs is really, really good for taming.
Yep, I'm going to use those dodos to feed my army of delos.
Cijo, do you happen to have the resources to make me a hatchet and a pickaxe?
It is a possibility.
I'd rather not smash my fist on blocks if I can avoid it.
You've got a pickaxe. I need more thatch for a hatchet.
Okay. The pickaxe can acquire more thatch. We shall do this. But yes, Stejo and I will probably be building our houses in well, I was imagining... this is one of the other issues with Dapperton Park. It causes spatial distortions that mean packages just kind of bounce around for a few minutes.
Yeah.
This is all getting fixed rather quickly, by the way. So don't allow that to color your impression of the game. The devs are being really, really active with how they're patching the game. They're addressing the optimization as an enormously high priority. Every patch comes out with optimization tweaks of some sort or other. Some of them then with like interface tweaks and things like that. But there's always improvements to the game's optimization, and as a result, a lot of people can use the game now that couldn't when it first launched. I mean, it's par for the course, really, with any early access game. But I know that a lot of people were incredibly disappointed with getting the game and then not being able to run it properly. So you may find that if you have bought the game and haven't already gotten a refund on it, you may actually be able to play it at this point. It's worth checking like every 2 or 3 days because the amount of optimization that's done in that time is quite significant.
Yep, there are some slight tweaks that you can also do to your game. If you have a look on YouTube for ARK Ini tweaks, that's INI tweaks, you'll be able to find some little changes that you can make that basically there's ways to disable ambient lighting, which will give you a good extra 20 FPS on medium settings, but unfortunately it will make your torches not work. But yeah, you can increase the gamma, there's little tweaks to increase the gamma and things like that. If you really want to play the game and don't mind having certain things like torches and campfires not actually give off any light.
Indeed. Right. Let's see, what have I got? You needed some thatch, what was that right?
Yes, I've just been on frickin' gathering duty. I've got enough now.
Right, so I'll just grab some wood anyway, and some thatch for myself so I can repair my items. But yes,
Yeah,
this
there's a
this has
hatchet.
been a cautionary tale in conservation. I was already kind of aware of how much we were digging into.
There's a hatchet here.
Thank you very much. Digging into the tree line and the animal population when it was just Stejo and I, and then Sarah and Darkest. But this has seriously shown me how badly over harvesting can affect things. Because again, the animals are very much the same. If you overhunt them, then they're not going to go extinct, but the spawn rate will drop significantly in an area.
Yeah, definitely. I've noticed that like a great deal on that beach just in front of the Dapperton Park. There's nothing there. When we were playing, there was stags, there was trikes, there was dodos, there was some delos. Now, jackal.
Impressive, Rock. You've managed to phase into another rock.
Nice. So I've done a fair bit of exploring. Your map doesn't seem to update quite as often as I was expecting it to.
No, I've noticed that as well.
But yeah, I've done quite a fair bit of exploring around this little... I call it an island that we're on. It's not really. It's just kind of chopped off by rivers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've done a fair bit of exploring, and the island's pretty nice. We should just claim the entire thing and build a big fucking fence around it.
That's certainly one way of doing it, yeah.
I've also found some surprisingly efficient ways to murder things like stegs and trikes and delos without taking much damage at all.
I found some surprisingly efficient ways of murdering things.
Yeah, well, it's me. What do you expect?
It is true, yes. But here, for my viewers, are all of the engrams that I've unlocked. There's quite a few things that I can make now. The items with strong coloring are things I've unlocked. The items with kind of grayed out coloring are items that I can unlock. The yellow items are ones that have another technology to unlock. I could unlock it right now based on the amount of engram points that I've got. But, for example, the gunpowder requires that I've also unlocked spark powder, which I haven't. Red ones are cases where I don't have the engram points to unlock. Red ones don't have it.
For my viewers, I have 49 engram points to apply, and I've not picked up anything since the previous recording. I've just simply been farming up levels.
He's being Farm Joe. He doesn't like letting you see him be Farm Joe. He has a reputation to uphold.
In all fairness, what I've been doing to farm up levels is murdering lots of things, so...
The vast majority of my levels came when because I was only thinking to grind up to 15. I got to about 14 and a half, or actually probably a little bit closer to 15 than it was to 14 and a half. But I went AFK in the middle of the camp. Seems that if you've got a very populous tribe all doing work like cooking things and stuff around your general proximity for 50 minutes, you gain an awful lot of levels. I was quite impressed when I came. I was like, oh, okay. And I was also almost dead from starvation. Pro tip, don't go AFK in this game.
I'm going to grab bow and arrows because although there are people in the tribe that have bow and arrows researched and everything placed, like Aavak mentioned previously, we're going to try and leave the tribe as much unhindered by our influences as we can. Or at least I am.
I'll be hanging out in the tribe, and there'll be episodes where I'll just go around the tribe and chill out with them. And likewise, there's not where Steve and I might upload episodes which we've just recorded ourselves, because if we get on with just working on an individual project, it doesn't make too much sense to have the other person just there talking about random stuff whilst we're working on things. I am especially well known for talking to myself when I'm building something. So if I'm just building a house, I'm probably just going to be umming and ahhing over the placement of walls and other such things, and it's going to be completely divorced from anything Steve's going to be doing. As a result, probably going to see a couple of just regular episodes, and there will be other episodes where we'll work together on a project and possibly go out hunting or taming, that sort of thing. And obviously those will involve us talking on Skype, but you'll probably see more episodes where I just wander around and chat with people with the in-game voice chat, which I'll be honest with you, I'm really, really impressed with. It's one of the better in-game voice chats that I've ever come across.
It is really good, but like we've mentioned previously, the only thing only thing that they need to fix with it is give me a separate slider for the volume.
Oh, I know, yeah. Right now, you have to have the sound effects volumes up, because that's what it's tied to. The in-game voiceover IP is tied to sound effects. So as a result, if you got a raptor, because raptors really like to sing and hiss and generally be
Oh,
big,
talking
very
about raptors really liking to sing and hiss. Leg it, Stejo.
Oh, yes. I haven't got a weapon yet. I probably should look into that.
Oh, I've managed to get out of the aggro range. Oh, it wasn't a raptor. It was just a baby dealer. It was fine. I heard the noise and I was like, nope, that's definitely a raptor. But no, it wasn't.
The interesting thing with this game is that dinosaurs will mate. They will breed and have young, and you can find the young. And it's much easier to tame them than it is to tame the adults, from what I understand. And while during the stream, we actually came across a baby T-Rex while I was looking for another raptor. And that was very interesting indeed. And just for those of you who weren't at the stream, and for those of you who are wondering where Branwen is, my second raptor, she was killed in the counterattack on the base. Yeah, so that's a little bit of a shame.
It's kind of funny.
It's not funny. You're a mean, cruel man, Stejo, and you deserve every horrible thing that's ever going to happen to you in this game.
Oh yeah, I very much realise this.
You're like, yeah, I know, because I'm going to be actively going out and doing things to deserve them.
Yeah.
Good
I reckon, give me about 3 episodes past this one, and I'll probably be kicked from the Dapperlings. I'll probably rule the place with an iron fist. Nah, I'm kidding. I won't be that bad. Maybe 4 episodes.
Well, I'll give you about 2 episodes before Lumen comes along and kills you. Basically, Lumen was one of the high-level players that retaliated against the Dapperlings for the perceived bullying by, again, naming no names. They don't need to live in infamy, but they know who they are and what they did with our bloody dinosaurs, you scallywag. They were innocent parties. Stejo approves. It might have been Stejo. Maybe he egged them on. Stejo, did you egg them on? Did you tell them?
I wish. I would own up to that so fast.
You scallywag, you. But yeah, so as a result, I'll be playing a lot with the Dapperlings. As I mentioned, I'm going to be having an area and animals that are mine, and I've spoken with the Dapperlings. Although they'll have access to it, the general the thing I've generally asked is, if I have resources that you absolutely need for something and it could help you, and if you know that I've got like a tame T-Rex and you're going into a very dangerous area and it would save your life, then yes, okay, you can come use my tame T-Rex. But generally speaking, not to do any sort of building work or leave me gifts or anything that would affect my progression in the game in that sense, because I want to be able to preserve that and play this as a bit of a normal Let's Play in that regard. I want to be able to showcase the game. And although I will be cutting out grinding, and that will mean that there's some things that will happen off screen. For example, my levels will increase here and there. I'll gain new engrams. But generally speaking, I'll try to preserve that for on camera. There we go.
I've completely lost the dealer that I was training. That's really annoying.
This is a common thing with you losing your delos.
Yeah,
you lost Dildo, then you lost Dildo Jr., and now you've lost an unknown Dildo.
Yeah, it was a little level. It was a baby dildo. It was a level 1 Dilo.
That sounds so wrong. I think you need to think a little bit more. The dildo joke goes well, but then baby dildos. Ooh, okay. Let's go into a grim place, Steve Joe, even for you.
Indeed. I found my young dildo. My young, you can't even. I found Dilo. I found Dennis Nedry.
Oh, Stejo.
Oh, these stupid animals, they can't even fetch a stick.
I found a couple of... damn you! I almost said dildos. And I found dodos. You literally infected my brain with your mouth words.
Oh, but the other good news is that the next episode I record of this should have my brand new GTX 980 Ti installed.
He lies.
I said should.
Okay. As long as you've made them aware that there's this very, very serious possibility that it's going to be delayed.
Oh god.
Because, you know, sod's law.
See if the Queen wants another graphics card, I'm gonna rage.
It's true. In Britain, if the Queen wants your graphics card, then you know, she has the right to it.
That's that.
It will be intercepted and delivered to the Queen. Where did that Dodo's corpse go? Oh, there we are. Come here.
Come on, Dillo, hurry up.
I'm starting to starve.
On that note, I think that it's probably a good time to wrap this one up.
Indeed. Oh, sometimes it takes forever to cut Dodos up. But yes, so this was a bit of a catch-up episode just to explain what's happened, what's been going on, what's going to go on in the future episodes. And in the next, we're probably going to start looking for our places to set up bases. So, oh, that rhymed. I really didn't even mean it to. But that's going to be it for now. So I do hope you've enjoyed the episode. I hope you're enjoying the series. And I hope you will be joining us for the next. But until then, and as always, do take care of yourselves.
See you later.